皆様お待たせいたしました。ただいまよりシンポジウム外々事例6を開始いたします。座長のエイダ・ホン先生、よろしくお願いいたします。
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your patience. Now we start Symposium Plug Test Track Session 6. The chair is Professor Ada Fong. Professor Fong, it is your first session. Please come up to the microphone.
Thank you for your attendance. I'm Ada Fong, Chairperson of Construction Safety and Health Steering Committee of the Occupational Safety and Health Council, OSHC, from Hong Kong. And as the moderator for this session, hosted by OSHC, I am pleased to invite 10 prominent speakers from 9 organizations comprising 3 government departments and 2 utility companies and 4 enterprises to join us this session and to share successful cases of AI and technology applications to improve safety for construction and engineering works. Wow, this is a very exciting session. So we have altogether 10 speakers from 9 organizations, and it's divided into 3 parts. The first part is Smart Site Safety System for 4S. The second part, Innovations and Technologies in Public Works. The third part will be lightning talks, primarily featuring robotics. So this is a very heavyweight session, I would say, in a very condensed manner with less than 75 minutes to go. So I have to work fast. So I've invited all of them to be seated here so that they can spare time to walk up and down. And without delay, I'm going to introduce these speakers first. So we have the part 1 with Jeanie Wong, Freddie Lee, and Terence Lui. And Jeanie is the head of Public and Financial Services at the Lenovo PCCW Solutions. And I'll go fast to introduce them. And Mr. Freddie Lee is the Chief Executive Officer of SoCam Development Limited, and with nearly 20 years in management and 23 years in property management in mainland. And Mr. Terence Lui is the founder and CEO of Veradice Limited. I've been seeing him from incubator to accelerator and now to a very well-established practice already. And also for the part 2, we have Jason Hong from CDD and Eric Lee from EMSD and also Ben from Drainage Service Department. And Jason is the Chief Engineer of Special Duties for Works Division, 120 years of civil engineering works. And Eric is the Assistant Director responsible for E&M engineering, overseeing safety, quality, and innovation at EMSD. And Ben is Assistant Director, Projects and Development with DSD, with more than 30 years of experience. And Kenny Kwok will be assisting him presentation. And then for part 3, lightning talks, we have Town Gas Innovation by Patrick Fong, and then also Ray Wu from Hong Kong Electric and Antonio Zhang from Square Dog Robotics. And Patrick is the General Manager of Safety and Environmental Management at Town Gas, overseeing HSE fire protection security. And Mr. Ray Wu is the Chief Mechanical Engineer at Hong Kong Electric with a lot of experience in power generation. And Antonio Zhang is the Chief Executive Officer from Square Dog Robotics Limited, an entrepreneur with more than 30 years and in IT and finance. So this is the full lineup of our speakers. I won't be introducing them later on because time is of the essence. We have to spare time for their presentations. So without further ado, may I introduce the first speaker, Jeanie, to come on stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Ada. So for those of you who are not familiar with Lenovo PCCW Solutions, we are the system integrator in this region, supporting many of the governments and enterprise for the digital transformation. So I will go into the next one. Here is the famous photographer shooted back in the 1930s, where the Rockefeller Center is built. So in the past 100 years, there has been big improvement in the safety and the death rate of the construction industry by reducing by more than 90%. Having said that, technology has been proliferating in the last 20 years. However, when you look into the productivity, it only improved marginally by 0.4%. So is technology a hype, or we are really in the era of change? So here is the reality check. When you compare to the other industry, construction is behind in terms of the IT spend. When the industry average are talking about 4 to 6% of the revenue going into IT, construction barely have 1%. Many of the work are still manual, 45%. And when it comes to Asia Pacific in this part of the world, we are lagging behind of our US and European counterparts. Sarcastically, if you compare the claims ratio, a company, construction engineering, spend 3% on the claims. So imagine the dollar spent. If you can improve both the productivity and the fatality and the incident rate, that will reduce the outages of the industry and working much more effectively. So how AI can help? It helps on the automation, it helps on the project oversight, and the quality oversight as well. So I will go into one by one in the different life cycle of a project, and that will give you more perspective of how AI can help. So from the design planning to the site safety and to the post-project. Construction and engineering is a very dangerous industry because it's time tight and resources tight by nature. And there are millions parts moving around, and it's dynamic on a daily basis. So when it comes to planning, that's come crucial. In the past 10 years, we have all those project management tools like the P6. And nowadays with BIM and also the digital twin, we will be able to do the 3D modeling with the resources control, supply chain, labor resources planning as well. That would help us to plan the project much more effectively and tune according to the circumstances. Before, virtual testing also come into picture. The prototyping are making much more easier so that we can get the tune to design before it get into the production stage. When it comes to training and learning, previously there are many complex contexts that doesn't allow training to happen, or is very contextual based when it comes to incidents happening or disasters happening. So now it's made all available with the VR and AR technology. With the automation and robotic, previously many of the repetitive tasks over height, over the tunnel, or in the hazardous environments are all made possible today. So when you have an excellent plan, still, when it comes to execution, human error can cause 80% of the accidents. That is why control over the site are important. So drone nowadays with the technology allowed us to do the topology landscaping to check where are the falling objects, the landscaping that is having flooding, water clogging, or dangerous slope. It can also check where there's obstructions and blockage so that we can minimize the external environment causing the harm of our workers' safety. Meanwhile, there's a security measures that we have to blueprint as well and governed. So when it comes to the PPE control or also the access control, those can give you the monitoring, the actual real time, can give you the permit and the approvals when it's only deemed governed and deemed follow through, so that you can check the security measures on site to make it happen. After construction are done and project being executed, the hardware failure, particularly those unforeseen ones, are causing then another 30% of the incidents. So when it comes to post-project, with the help of technology, we have the structural monitoring. When it comes to the noise, frequency, or also the thermal, the infrared checking. We will be able to tell the hardware when it's deemed to breaking point, or we can do the preventive before it gets into the outages. And we can do the type A, type B comparison as well to make sure that the safety are following through. With the neural mind map, we will be able to also process when there are outages, what is the processes you need to fine-tune when it comes to the workflow moderation. So the net AI, I think there's no doubt in this room mentioning that AI can help us to improve the creativity and the productivity of the construction and the production projects. However, AI is just a technology. The people around it is the most crucial one because we own and we're responsible and we govern the successful implementation of it. And with the AI technology coming into much more into practice, the skills also need to uptick and upskill. So when it comes to data analytics, AI analytics, and the operation of the robotic equipments, all requires new skills. So when the technology, the capital investment, and the technology and the internal staffing may not be ready, we have to uptake the AI journey. So you may count on some technology partners to help you in the processes. We have helped power generation companies, car manufacturers, water departments to do many of the AI technologies, POC, and some even go into live stage already. So this is the major takeaway I wanted to share, and I'm sure that the following speaker can give you the specific area and the context as well, and the use case. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeanie, for the excellent presentation. So, the AI and humans are equally important. So next, may I invite Mr. Freddie Lee, CEO of SOCAM, to present to us. This topic is digital applications in construction safety, a contractor's perspective.
Thank you, Ada. Okay, let's start with who we are. Okay, actually, Soyon is a Hong Kong-grown contractor. Okay, founded by our chairman, Mr. Winston Loh, almost over half a century. Okay, right now I'm working with Soyon's SOCAM development. Actually, it's the construction arm in Hong Kong, and been engaged in a lot of public works. And the other listed company is the Soyon Land, is headquartered in Shanghai. So if you have the chance to visit Shanghai, you may visit our development in Xintiandi. Okay, so in short, well, actually we are. I describe ourselves as a service provider, as a one-stop service for buildings, from development, design and construction, interior fit-out, property management, maintenance and alteration, as well as asset management. And we also have our in-house digital solutions called Genesis. Oh, okay, let's get back to the sharing of today. So I believe that right now the main contractors in Hong Kong are facing a lot of challenges. I think the key challenges we are facing now is the increased penalties. So if there's any fatal or serious accident, you may risk of immediate suspension from tendering, in particular for public works. So that means this will suspend for 6 months or even a year long. That means billions of maybe business opportunity will be forfeit. And the second one is stringent regulations, more stringent regulating actions against serious accident for the contractors or those who are engaged in construction. High safety accountability. Okay, that means legal liability extends to all project levels, even professionals. Sometimes those engaged in the project management may be even have the potential of imprisonment. And the last one, I think, is the higher contractual requirements. So the contract require very stringent safety regulations and some application of digitization as well as innovation. They will give extra scores for you. So as a contractor, how we can cater or manage these challenges? Of course, we have to enhance our site monitoring. The other thing is to be reliable records if there's anything that's go wrong, so you can track and trace back the problem. And of course, better site staff training as well as workers training. So right now, for any public works above 30 million contract sum, you have to apply or you have to use the 4S, what we call the smart site safety system. So it's a kind of monitoring platform, okay? And there's at least 9 functions, from plant and tools tracking, permit to work, AI safety monitoring, tower crane alert system, etc., etc. So there's right now, I think, a lot of sites are equipped with these 4S systems. And of course, some of the contractors will outsource it, but for ourselves, we are doing it by ourselves, from development and to implementation. Of course, we are always subject to improvement and adjust all these different modules according to the project specific. And the other thing is that all these technology enable us to, use the website camera. This is not only on the site level, but also there's all the images can transmit to the head office. Actually, that's my office every day. If I'm in the office, I would go to have a look of the major projects, and I can give instruction, or if I spot anything that is not according to the safety regulations or there's potential danger, I would just, send my message to the project manager on site immediately. So actually, I can go to site visit every day. That's not possible in the past. If you have, say, 10 or 15 projects running simultaneously. So that's something that we can do. At the peak, we have over 1,000 site camera on site. I think that's actually very important. If there's anything go wrong, so you can track what is the problem. And sometimes it's evidence that you can provide to the regulatory departments and so on and so forth. And so that you can protect not only the company, but also the workers, to prevent any serious or to prevent any accidents happening. So I think that's very useful tools that enable us to have a better management on site. The other thing is with all this technology, you can have this AI computer vision to help us to, monitor the site safety. So we have all these AI tools to help us to track any person that is not acting according to the safety regulations, or even some safety equipment, or any dangerous activities on site, and so on and so forth. So that's, you can have this alert system. So the site management, also the site supervisors and the site safety supervisor can immediately receive the signal.
You have 40 seconds left.
Okay. So there's other robotic adoption for all these trade on site. So to reduce the chance of having accident from plastering, painting, and so on and so forth. So I think the other important thing is apart from the technology, is the human side. So the safety culture is also very important. We have been doing that for almost 4 decades. So you can have some figures on how we perform since 1987 to last year, from 260 per 1,000 workers accident to 3.3 last year. So the last thing is that we believe that the cultural side is our total commitment from our chairman, the board, myself, and the senior management, as well as the site management. And also we have a lot of promotion activities to the workers, to the subcontractors, and even their families, to tell them that's how important is site safety, and that will affect the whole family if they are not performing well. So that's my sharing. Thank you.
Thanks, Freddie, for showing us how the technologies can help to create safe work environment and safe working behavior. So next speaker, may I introduce Mr. Terence Lui, CEO of Veradise, to present to us Shaping the Future of Workplace Safety with Gen AI.
Thank you, Ada. So everyone, this is Terence from Veradise. So Veradise, as one of the pioneers in digital engineering, we often work with different industry stakeholders to innovate not just technologies, but management system as well to drive better operation excellence in construction industry. So we have been working with a lot of parties, and then we are also recognized by different organizations. Recently, we're working with World Economic Forums to conduct a study on how technologies can improve productivity and inject economic values to the society. Veradise also commits to invest more than $4 million every year in R&D activities, driving technology advancement, works improvement in the construction industry. So what we believe in is construction definitely need a common data environment. We need a central hub, a central data hub that tells you everything about what's happening on site. No matter BIM, no matter GIS, no matter your BMS systems, your workers, your work done records, everything should be centralized in single platforms. So I know Jason is going to show this later, so I'll probably skip it. But this is what you can achieve by centralizing different information. You can monitor site activities in real time. You can keep track on records. You can go back in time and understand what happened in the past. And this has been traditionally hard because construction heavily relies on paper documents. So this is one example, also stealing works from Jason, that CDD is also using something similar to monitor not just single projects, but multiple projects across different contractors, consultants, and keep track on all the works happening on sites. So with that in mind, having a central data hub, AI can actually play a very important role in the future, especially with the rise of Gen AI these days. So AI, traditionally, we're more like monitoring all the site activities, understanding, go back in time and look at the records. But right now, AI empower us to understand the context, understand the meaning of the activities, and understand relationships and logics. So following, I would like to share some experience or some of the works that we have done with different projects on how Gen AI can apply it in safety incident management. So I think in Hong Kong, there are a lot of projects installed cameras on site. And then more and more are adopting different AI models to look at progress, to monitor intrusion into the railway system, water quality, et cetera, et cetera. And it is quite common these days to apply these kind of technologies to trigger alerts, to monitor non-conformance activities on sites. But what happened after triggering alert? That's the point, because you can easily get 1,000 alerts every day. So using generative AI, you can pick up an alert, and then you can start asking questions like, is it a once-off event? What is the trends for last 2 weeks? Is it a once-off event, or is it a systematic flaw? Which you can go through into your central hub and come up with insights. And then you can start asking questions like, what should I do? If I'm new on site, what should I do with this alert? Who should I notify? Or what are the improvement works that we can do? So Gen AI can actually go through your documents, your work done records, or your method statements, etc. Go through all the regulations and tell you what to do with reference. So you can see some of the capability where Gen AI can bring with the help of a central hub. So once you start centralizing information, once you have a central records of all your work, you can generate different reports or ask different questions like how many NC happened last week, which tells me which NC non-conformance activities has the highest non-conformance rate. And that's the area that you should be looking into. So you can ask questions like, what actions can be taken to reduce number of non-compliance? Then they can start telling you that the highest category is this and that, and then give you recommendation accordingly. So I believe with the help of digital twins or a central management hub and generative AI, we can now start to understand more about the construction project rather than just monitoring it. Instead of sending people monitoring things, you should start using generative AI to understand the context, understand the relationship, and catching non-conformance in your management systems. So, but there are steps. It takes several steps to reach there. It's not something that you just snap your finger and then it will appear on your computer. So you should start thinking how to build your data management hub, how to create different applications and use cases, and then eventually build up your analytic layer to understand the data. So I would recommend all of you to think about how to build your data foundations. What kind of data foundation do you need for construction? Because one special thing about construction is you need spatial data, you need BIM information, you need GIS information to understand what is happening at what location, or instead of just dashboard. So how do you build up your common data standards across all your projects for your organization, for your enterprise? And the second thing is how do you modify your existing management system? How do you modify your standard workflow? Because one common problem we see is your digital solution is outside of your site team's daily operation. How do you merge it?
You have 30 seconds left.
How do you merge two things together and recreate a more digitally oriented workflows? And eventually, once you have those in place, then you can start analyzing relationship and logics with generative AI. So at Veradice, we believe digitalization is like saving money. If we digitalize our industry bit by bit, we can create a better working environment for the future. And that's the end of my presentation. This is Terence from Veradice. Thank you, everyone.
Terence, for your excellent presentation on Gen AI and how it applies to safety. So it neatly brings us to the next speaker, Jason. Mr. Jason Hong from CEDD, representing innovations and technologies in public works. So without further ado, let's invite Jason.
Thank you, Ada. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Jason Hong from Civil Engineering and Development Department, in short form, CEDD of Hong Kong SAR government. It's my great honor to be invited as a speaker in the EXPO 2025 to share with you, safety practitioners, the latest technologies applied in our construction sites to enhance site safety. For those who are not familiar with CEDD, let me first introduce what we do first. In a nutshell, CEDD provides 4 main areas of services, including provision of land and infrastructure, port and marine services, geotechnical services, and environmental and sustainability services in Hong Kong. To maintain these services, we are currently managing over 150 works contracts with a total contract sum of $15 billion. To ensure this huge number of works contracts to be delivered safely, we strongly believe that advanced technologies can help to champion innovation, technology for construction safety. Our focus are mainly focused on 5 aspects, namely invation construction method, application of robotics, collaboration with IT and academia to invent tailor-made solutions, smart site management system just mentioned by Terence, And also, last but not least, fostering safety culture by technology, just mentioned by Freddy before, right? This project is to build in transport infrastructure to support the new town development of Northern Metropolis. 2 flyovers will be built on top of the existing railway track, which is a major one in Hong Kong, connecting the new territories to Kowloon and the mainland China. According to the Railway Authority, they only allow us to implement the works at 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. at night, and only 5 nights in a month. For the sake of railway operational safety, you can also imagine how lengthy the construction period will be if we still adopt the conventional construction method. Also, there's a public utilities major one about the freshwater main serving the over half population of Hong Kong, and also a heavy-duty electricity cable nearby. To eliminate those hazards, the project team explored globally various construction methods. Finally, we identified an innovative solution of adopting the bridge rotation method. It is the first of its kind in Hong Kong. The principle of this method is quite simple. It's just to build the entire flyover section in a fabrication yard just nearby the railway track, and then rotate the whole completed section to the desired position at one night. The innovative method significantly reduced the major works over the railway track. It can also shorten the construction period from 100 nights to 2 nights. And finally, the method has been adopted by the Railway Authority as a preferred option. Another example is the laying of 4-kilometer-long water main project for the Tung Chung New Town. According to the standard, the connection of each water pipe requires both internal and external welding. For the 4 km long water pipe, we need to conduct 1,000 numbers of welding procedure. In addition to the lengthy construction period, you can imagine the hazardous working environment while workers carrying out welding works inside a just 1.2 diameter water pipe, particularly during hot weather like today. The project team, therefore, integrated robotic technology into the traditional welding, invented a robotic steel pipe welding machine for the welding works. The worker can simply stand outside the water pipe to operate the machine safely. It not only eliminates most of the hazards, but also significantly reduces the construction time. To fully utilize the available technologies to suit our operational needs, we always collaborate with academia and IT industrial sectors to invent tailor-made solutions. For example, we collaborate with Hong Kong Productivity Council and the Tsinghua University in Beijing to develop a tunnel line inspection system to identify structural defects by using drone technology. This inspection method can avoid workers working at height and significantly save time of inspection. We always believe a good safety management system is essential in upkeeping site safety. That's why we collaborate with different IT vendors such as Veridice to develop a smart site management system by using the digital twin technology to facilitate our safety management system in over 100 projects. To further enhance the safety management efficiency, recently we have joined a pilot trial of adopting the Smart Eye technology. The technology is developed by our own government colleagues in the Development Bureau of Hong Kong SAR government. It is a tailor-made solution for real-time and remote supervision of our works. It facilitates not only the safety management, but also remote supervision for quality check and progress monitoring.
Jason, you have 30 seconds left.
Thank you. Nowadays, smartphone has been quite common in everyone's daily life. Riding on this advantage, we developed a workers' reward point system to encourage frontline workers' positive safety behavior. And finally, foster a safety culture. Workers can make use of their mobile phones to gain points if they have actively participated in safety program. They can then use the reward points to redeem gifts for their family. They can also use of the AI chatbot to answer safety queries and also report safety concerns. While I have shared many of the innovative measures and advanced technology used in CDD projects, I would like to emphasize that we, engineers, shall never rely on the black box. They can never replace a good management system that is developed and run by us, our professional judgment. Ultimately, the safety of our construction sites rely on the joint efforts of the collaborative effort of all stakeholders downstairs. Finally, we believe that zero accident is an achievable target. I'm looking to working collaboratively with you all for protecting the safety and well-being of our working pals. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason, for your insightful sharing and underscores the importance of human beings and judgment. Next, may I introduce the next speaker, Mr. Eric Lee from Electrical and Mechanical Services Department to present Innovation in Safety, Smart Site Safety System with Digital Twin. Eric, please.
Okay, thank you, Ada. Thank you for your introduction. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. This is my great honor to be here today to share with you on our work and also our vision for innovation in safety. So let me begin by giving a very brief introduction on who we are. My organization, EMSD, is a department of the Hong Kong government, and we provide electrical and mechanical engineering services for different government departments. The service include project management and also facility management or maintenance services for the E&M equipment or systems at over 8,000 venues in Hong Kong. And these venues include hospitals, police fire station, prisons, border control points, airports, etc., etc. So let's turn back to today's focus, that is safety, construction, and engineering works. In recent years, thanks to the great work done by the OSHC, led by Ada and also Bonnie, the public awareness of occupational safety in Hong Kong has been increasing, and the number of industrial accidents has been on a downward trend. But still, there are many potential hazards in our daily work. And because I come from the maintenance or asset management industry, so I use it as an example. For us, we have several types of potential hazards, like our frontline workers, in many cases, due to manpower constraints or effective use of resources, need to conduct inspection alone in plant rooms, not construction sites, but in existing buildings in the plant rooms. And another example is working in confined space, which can potentially accumulate poisonous gas harmful to our workers, and we seldom have very serious incidents, even fatal incidents in Hong Kong related to the confined space. Use of personal protective equipment can also mitigate risk of accidents, but workers may not have their full gear on due to weather or other personal working habits, probably a bad one, of course. And we need to find ways to ensure that these PPEs are always used properly. And to minimize these hazards, technology can help. And we have been adopting the Smart Site Safety System, or 4S in short, for such purpose. At EMSD, we have launched our 4S system since last year. And unlike the 4S system in the market or just presented by other speakers, which are mostly designed for construction site activities, our system is tailor-made for facility management works. One special feature of our system is that its centralized management platform is designed to receive data from smart site safety devices deployed in multiple venues and multiple contracts, because we have, as I said, we have 8,000 venues. We also have more than 1,000 different contracts actively working every day. This system allows our supervisors to monitor the safety of our workers from all our venues and all our contracts around the clock and under a single platform. Our system supports a variety of smart devices as shown on the right-hand side of the screen. Say smart helmets and smart watches to read workers' location, heart rate, body temperature, blood pressure, etc., so that we can get a first-hand view of their physical condition. We also have purpose-built system developed for monitoring gaseous conditions of confined space. And AI cameras, of course, can be configured to conduct automatic inspection on our workers' PPE. Another special feature of our 4S system is that we have developed a standardized open API interface for third-party device integration. The reason for having this standard because we have different contracts and usually they will use different brands of smart device. So we need to have a centralized platform which can accommodate all kinds of smart devices to enhance its effectiveness. And with this standardized API interface, we can integrate all these brands of smart devices into a single platform, and so that we can use it effectively by our supervisors. And our 4S system has now been applied in a wide variety of our works, including maintenance of E&M equipment in different government venues, maintenance of drainage facilities in rural areas, air conditioning improvement works or replacement work at hospitals, etc., etc. And looking ahead, we expect that more contracts would adopt the 4S system, utilizing technology to provide a much needed additional layer of safety protection to our frontline workers. But our ambition does not stop here. Our team is actively developing the concept of next generation of smart site safety solution, which we envision would combine smart devices from existing 4S systems with other emerging technologies, including BIM, asset management, 5G or 5GA, LoRa, IoT, digital twin, and so on. In particular, by combining asset management technology, we can create one centralized platform for safety devices and site access. Supervisors can see a map showing all our work sites across the city. And from there, they can drill down into a specific E&M plant or E&M equipment at a specific location. And with the digital twin technology, we can create a dynamic 3D replica of that specific site using BIM or open BIM models. And now imagine a hypothetical case of a frontline worker who feel unwell when conducting inspection work in a plant room. And let's see how the combination of these technologies can enhance the safety of our workers.
The next generation smart safety solution has been built to enhance the safety and efficiency of fast-paced, high-risk environments. With just one SOS message from a smart device, the system instantly alerts the central monitoring platform, pinpointing the worker's exact location and triggering a rapid response. By combining real-time data, digital twin simulations, and smart wearables, the system greatly improves emergency response time and enhances overall operational visibility. Faster alerts, smarter decisions, safer outcomes. This smart safety system not only protects lives, it supports a safer, smarter, and more resilient workforce for the cities of tomorrow.
The next generation smart safety solution is actually our commitment to enhancing the safety of our workers. And for this solution to work to the fullest, keeping human or our workers in the loop is the key. So we will actively working with our workers, supervisors, and also industrial partners and the trade. And it is only when we work together to fully applying this latest technology in our daily operational routines can we truly achieve the ultimate goal of zero accident in the construction industry and especially in the facility management industry. So that's my sharing, and thank you for your time and attention. Thanks.
Thank you, Eric, for a presentation about how we bring technologies to the asset management. So next, may I introduce Mr. Ben Yip and Mr. Kenny Kwok from Drainage Services Department to share with us innovative robotics technologies for enhancing safety in drainage works. Ben, please.
Thank you, Ada. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's truly an honor to be here today. I'm Ben Yip, Assistant Director of Drainage Services Department in Hong Kong, China. Today, I and my colleague Candy are delighted to share our latest work in drainage and wastewater management in Hong Kong. I would like to extend my gratitude to the organization and the Hong Kong Occupational Safety and Health Council for their full support. I'm equally excited to engage in this forum with all of you. Hong Kong is a subtropical climate city having about 2,400 millimeter annual rainfall, mainly fall in rainy season from April to October every year. It is probably the highest in the Asia-Pacific region, with extreme seasonal variations. Particularly in September 2023, about just 2 years ago, we have encountered a record-breaking intensity of rainfall, 158 millimeter per hour, and also 600 millimeter rainfall in 12 hours, which is about 25% of the whole year value. For wastewater system, Hong Kong has 7.5 million residents, occupying just 1,100 square kilometers, with most concentrated in coastal urban area due to our hilly terrain. This density needs an ultra-efficient sewerage system processing over 2.8 million cubic meter wastewater every day. To address this challenge, our department operates both drainage and sewerage system of the whole city. I would like to point out we have 5 underground storage tanks. They are huge, and the largest volume is 100,000 cubic meters. Over the past years, we have made effort to enhance our drainage and sewerage infrastructures. While operational efficiency is essential, workers' safety remains our paramount importance. Adoption of robotic technology has been instrumental in achieving this balance. Next, I would like to bring you a short video of Hong Kong to see the Hong Kong landscape. After that, my colleague, Candy, will give more detail in our technological solutions.
Hong Kong is a vibrant cosmopolitan city at the southeastern tip of China. With an area of 1,115 square kilometers, the city is made up of Hong Kong Island, Kowloon Peninsula, and the New Territories. Between Hong Kong Island and the Kowloon Peninsula lies Victoria Harbour, one of the world's most renowned deep-water harbors. Strategically located at the heart of Asia, Hong Kong has built a reputation as a regional business hub, a natural gateway bridging east and west, and the home of more than 7.5 million people.
Okay. Thank you, Ada and Ben, for the introduction. Good afternoon, everybody. This slide shows the range of robots that our department deployed to enhance the safety and as well as the operational efficiency at our works. There are quite many of them. We utilize robots in different areas, and I will talk about 3 of them today. First is the inspection robot, such as drones and remotely operated vehicles, so-called ROV. We use it in the air, water, and on the land. Second is the desilting robot that we use for maintenance of our drainage channel and our box cover. Third is the vegetation removal robot for clearance of the vegetation in drainage channel and river, while some of them are commercial solutions. Others are developed by DSD and our working partners for specialized applications. Here is one of the examples. We want to inspect the internal condition of a 7.4 kilometer long effluent tunnel, which only has 2 access points with no intermediate entry. The risk to man entry is unacceptably high. Conventional drones and ROVs are unsuitable due to their operational limitations. This is our solution. The tumbler inspection robot, ball robot, which consists of transparent and aluminum alloy lower casing, transparent acrylic upper hemisphere. Inside is a 360-degree orthogonal camera system with AI stabilization functions. Here you can see the video taken by the robot. It clearly records the internal condition of the effluent tunnel. This invention earned the Gold Award at the International Exhibition of Invention in Geneva in 2024. Talking about confined space. Confined space such as stormwater storage tank, sludge holding tank, could involve the risk of poisonous gas, oxygen deficiency, sudden increase of water level, excessive heat, and so on. Rigorous safety measures and large crews of site personnel are required to safeguard the men entering into the confined space.
Kenny, you have 60 seconds left.
Oh. To avoid the risk, we deploy robot dog to the job. It is equipped with the ultra-wide range camera, LiDAR data, gas detector, and also AI embedded. You see, it can navigate between uneven terrain and staircase to survive the internal condition of the confined space. It can cut a lot of resources that we have to use in the normal man entry confined space. We also develop a lot of wide range of desilting robots to carry out desilting work for channel for different environments such as shallow water, deep water, and also inside drainage and cover. Here is the last robot that I will talk about. Is about the vegetation removal robot. Here is how it works. Okay, looking to the future, further advancement will be on full automation with AI-powered learning, real-time monitoring network, data-driven decision system, enhanced remote control operation. Finally, I hope that with the assistance of the innovative robotic technology, we can work smarter and also work safer. Thank you.
Thanks, Ben and Kenny. With smart use of AI and robotics in the whole family. And next, it needs the process to part 3, which is robotics, lightning talks. First is by Patrick Fung from the Hong Kong and China Gas Company Limited. It's on town gas innovation, all-round robotics and technology for preventive maintenance and repair. Patrick, please.
Thank you. 皆さん、こんにちは。私はパトリックです。香港から今回大阪で報告するとても光栄です。ここから英語へ使います。Hi, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Patrick from Tangas. So I will start my presentation introducing my company first. Tangas, founded in 1862, we started our business as a gas lamp business, okay, to street lighting. And then in 19th century, we started our business in Hong Kong, gas production, transportation, and utilization. And we have expanded our market to mainland China, the gas business. And starting from 20th century, we started our waste management, water treatment, new energy, and smart energy business in mainland China. So up to April, we have more than 1,000 business and companies in mainland China and worldwide. You can see that our mission is to lead a clean and smart energy supplier to create a sustainable world with green energy. So to cope with the climate action, the net zero action, our company had three main new business. It's the sea is the green methanol production, and the land is a hydrogen production and utilization, and finally into the air is a SAF, sustainable aviation fuel production. To have a sustainable world and a sustainable development, safety and health of our customers and our colleagues is critical and essential. So I will use an example of the gas appliances life cycle as an example to demonstrate how Tangas using AI and robotics to improve the health and safety of our colleagues. As you can see that from the starting for the materials handling, such as the gas pipeline, the storage handling will cause the MSD, musculoskeletal disorder, and then the installation will have an installation works that maybe we will need to work inside the pipeline or is working at height. And after installation, especially the gas riser of the high-rise building in Hong Kong, we need to conduct the inspection. The inspection will be conducted in this, on the scaffolding or inside the customer premises, which may constitute a falling from height hazard and falling objects. And then finally, when the gas pipe is required to be placed or to maintain, we need to erect the scaffolding to let our workers work on the scaffold for the gas pipe replacement. So you can see that different kinds of working hazards, the safety hazards, such as the fourth person gas poisoning maybe is potential. As of course, the mental health issue, especially vulnerable to the aging workers, is also a focus. So I will demonstrate and explain how we use AI and robotics to solve those problems. First of all, in our store or warehouse, we got some small-scale warehouse. You can see that the AGV, the automatic guided vehicles, as you can imagine that workers, especially those aging workers, they need to pack all the things every day, especially at the peak hours. They will under very stressed condition. So our AGV will automatically to push all the required materials to in front of him. And so he or she is simply pick the required materials to the basket and then send it to the control panel. Then all the required colleagues can get it easily. And inside the store, there are many manual handling issues or hazards causing the MSW. So we have the vacuum lifting equipment. We developed this equipment based on the knowledge lifting equation to reduce the vertical distance of the handling and the horizontal distance of the handling. So using the vacuum, you can see that the box can be easily pull and then lift and then to put it in the appropriate location. And the follow me automatic pallet truck is an issue to avoid the collision and the crowd situation inside the store. And after the handlings of materials, we started to install the pipeline. For the underground pipeline, sometimes our workers is required to work inside the pipeline for the welding and the cleaning and the anti-corrosion, anti-rusting works. So it will be a very confined space, and the heat stress issues and ergonomic issues will be addressed. So we invent a robot. You can see that the grinding and the coating operation can be automatically operated by the robot. It is flexible because the diameter is flexible. We can enter at the wider pipeline or smaller pipeline. And this is also sustainable because with this technology, we can reduce the opportunity or chance to entering the pipe again, and the maintenance requirement will be reduced. And for the inspection, for the underground pipeline, we'll use the intelligent picking to check the pipeline situation with the camera and the intelligent data from the picking. For the risers that the pipeline installed along the wall of the high-rise building in Hong Kong, we will use this camera with the optical zoom equipment, also the methane gun, so that you can see that we don't need and we don't require to working at height or enter your premises to check the pipelines. We simply place the camera and the equipment outdoor, and then automatically it will adjust the angle, and then you can see that all the photos and all the videos will be recorded. And there is an AI logic behind. So after the video inserting in the computer, we will use the AI to calculate, to see which levels of the risers belongs to. So we can advance knowing that the health condition or health situation of the pipeline. If the pipeline is required to conduct maintenance, we will have a robot, a ejecting robot. We are not required to working at height, working on the scaffold to replace the pipeline. You can see that we have a robot. The robot automatically rise to the appropriate location and then to fix the pipe. And then you can see that we will apply a jacket to the pipeline and then inject the insulating materials to the pipeline to avoid further gas
Patrick,
leakage.
you have 40 seconds left.
And of course, for the tank, we have another tank in Hong Kong and different tank. We'll spray the cooling paints to avoid overheating. So we also will apply robots to do so, to avoid the fall from height and falling objects hazards. And finally, all these AI and robotics are human-centric, human-centered, and we aims to use the technology and AI to improve the workplace safety. And we aim to use the technology to empower our colleagues, especially the aging population. Our experienced colleagues can provide the experience to the robotics and to teach the robotics how to work. And our youngsters are more interested to operate the robots. So we try to create a coexistence and collaborate area for all the people to how to work with the technology and AI to improve the health and safety of the company. That's all for the presentation.
Thank you, Patrick. Human in the loop is very important. So with advanced robotics, next may I introduce speaker Mr. Ray Wu from the Hong Kong Electric Company to share with us enhancing safety and health through innovative technology applications. Ray, please.
Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Wei from Hong Kong Electric. So it's our honor to be here, invited by OSHC. So we would like to share with you our works in enhancing health and safety through innovative technology applications. So our company, Hong Kong Electric, has served Hong Kong for more than a century. This year marks the 135th year of our operation, with a world-class supply reliability of more than 99.9999%. We are a vertically integrated utility company. We offer power generation, transmission, and distribution of electricity to our customers on Hong Kong Island. Maintaining the safety, health, and well-being are keystones to our continued success. So the business landscape in Hong Kong today is changing so rapidly. Hong Kong Electric recognizes that driving innovation at all levels is crucial to our future, including health and safety. Innovation is a powerful force to generate sustainable solutions that will make a real difference to the world. So when Hong Kong Electric implements innovations, the design must be human-centric. We must have empathy and consider human in the center and in the loop. Below are just 4 of our examples. For example, smart site safety system, robotics, AI applications, and VR training that we have adopted in our company. So as a lot of our colleagues before have already introduced the use of a smart site safety system, so I'm not going to develop into details here, but what Hong Kong Electric do is we believe that we already have a lot of technology-driven and technology-assisted applications to help us maintain a high standard of safety from operations and maintenance. But now we take a further step and we cover our construction phase as well. So we learn from others, we learn from past incidents, and we try to collaborate with service providers to mitigate construction risks at site. So the next one is our use of robotics. So similar to what our Drainage Services Department has applied, we also do have power supply cables built inside dedicated cable tunnels spanning kilometers long. So we use our robotics to monitor the cable tunnel conditions. The machines are capable of visual inspection, heat detection, and gas detection. So this kind of inspections has dramatically reduced the frequency of required human works inside a confined space. So on the other hand, instant translation is so common nowadays, and even in today's event, we have instant Japanese to English translation. So we are also keeping at the same pace. We adopt AI translation program in our daily construction activities. Our safety messages, our safety briefings and trainings can be translated to a variety of ethnic groups' languages to promote health and safety. So we make sure that nobody is missed and left behind. We also develop our own AI model for the analysis of the healthiness of our electrical equipment. So by the use of AI being fed with operation and inspection data, instead of blindly checking thousands and thousands of power cables, we can optimize our maintenance strategy based on a risk-based approach assisted by AI. This significantly helps reduce unexpected system downtimes and also potential physical damage and safety hazards to our colleagues and the people around. So lastly, we have also adopted and built a virtual reality training center dedicated to our own operations. This is an VR immersive experience to allow our frontline operators to practice critical operation scenarios. So various kinds of emergency situations can be simulated in this VR environment so as to equip our staff to handle real-life urgent cases and unlikely emergency scenario whenever the need arises. So to summarize, the pursuit of excellence is our core value. So it's safety, health, and well-being for all. At Hong Kong Electric, we pursue excellence by applying human-centered innovation to create a safer, smarter and healthier tomorrow. So let's join hands together and empower each other with new technologies and enhance health and safety through innovation. Thank you.
Thank you, Ray, for your presentation. Next, we have the last speaker, Mr. Antonio Zhang from Square Dot Robotics. He's going to present Elevating Safety Standards, AI Robotics for Risk Mitigation.
Thank you, Ada. Good afternoon. I'm Antonio from Square Dot Robotics. I know I'm the last one and I have to go fast. So first of all, let me share with you what we do. Okay, so we are from Hong Kong and we create and manufacture robots. And we believe that any task that should not be done by a human, that are dangerous, that should be done by robots. So in short, we see the danger, we see the hazard, we build robots to eliminate them. You must be very familiar with this hierarchy of controls. So, as you're all well aware that 80%, I think Jeanie has mentioned that, of the accident is caused by human error, not because of you don't have enough equipment or you don't have enough good practice or measures. So what we do, we believe, if we are to be safe, we have to eliminate the risk altogether. And then there are so many danger and hazards around, so we picked the most dangerous one. So if you look at industrial accidents, which one is the leading cause of fatalities or deaths? It is working at height. So in China, it accounts for 32%. In USA, 38%. Japan, 40%. Unfortunately, it's worse in Hong Kong. It accounts for 45%. So I think it's no better place for us to develop a robot that can eliminate the risk of working at height, as Hong Kong also has the most skyscrapers in the world as a city, right? You know, we have 567 skyscrapers. That's taller than 150 meters in Hong Kong. The second one is Shenzhen. They have like 444 buildings. In fact, New York only comes third. They have like 370 buildings that are skyscrapers. I think so. That's why we are determined that we have to come up with a solution that can eliminate the risk of working at height. So what we do is, I'll go with that. So we develop a robot that can replace the Spider-Man or replace the suspended gondola. So no human is required to work at height at all. So our belief, our concept is we create a robot that's similar to a human, and then we just put it out there, and then it has an arm that we can carry different tools. If we carry a cleaning tool or cleaning brush, we can clean the window or clean the exterior wall. If we carry a detection device, we can perform the detection or inspection on the surface for the tall buildings. So as you can tell, it's a multifunctional robot. As long as you put it out there, then it cleans window, it cleans exterior wall for you, and also it can do inspection to find out any potential risk, any hollowing or spalling, or any tiles coming loose. That we can also do preventive maintenance that will, keep away the potential risks. So by doing that, I think there's a ripple effect. So by protecting the workers, we also protect the building owners from the potential loss. And of course, it's bad feng shui if something happened to your building, right? The asset value will also deteriorate. And then we also protect the pedestrians because so they're free from, the risk of, somebody, falling on top of you, okay? And also it protects and helps the city, the government, and the business owner by eliminating the liability. Okay? It's okay, because I'm going to my last slide, even though it doesn't move, it's okay. So in short, we believe using robots that we can take away the most dangerous tasks from human. And then the nature of human work can be greatly enhanced. So I know it's a little bit rushed, so I really invite you to visit our booth, B330, for more detailed information. And I look forward to sharing with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Antonio, for excellent sharing and also economous use of time to catch up. I don't want to have massive overrun, but still we have a bit of closing that we have to do. So I'll go to the platform now. Knowing that we have a very full session with so many speakers and so many excellent presentations in 70 minutes, I'm going to have a very quick overview and summary. Second last slide. Yeah, in the last presentation, we have a lot of discussions about safety systems, solutions, and in enterprises, how they apply it. So you can see that technology has been in the system for some time already. And with the hierarchy of controls, we understand that technology can help us, hopefully, to eliminate or substitute the risk. But that doesn't mean that there'll be no risk. So what is in throughout all these sessions is that human collaboration with AI, IoT, BIM, digital twins, 5G, LoRa, etc., and robotics is crucial for success in maximizing potential for enhancing safety, health, and well-being. It needs to bring us to the key takeaways. We know we haven't got time for this discussion for the panel, so we've done it beforehand. The key theme is how to ensure human in the loop that's been applied to all these technologies and systems. So these are the extracts and key takeaways from all our speakers about human in the loop. Starting with Jeanie, the human-AI collaboration is crucial for maximizing AI's potential and demanding workforce to adopt and upskill. And from Freddie, total commitment and cultural change with your entire value chain, from workforce to the suppliers. And then from Terence, the AI empowers people by handling the routine so experts can lead with strategic decisions. And Jason, never rely on black box. And professional judgments is very important. And with safe management system is also crucial. So the ecosystem is very important to all these. And Eric is only when we work together in fully applying the latest technology in our daily routines can we truly achieve the ultimate goal of zero accident in our construction industry. And from Ben, DSD, applying innovative robotic technology in public works, which has successfully elevated the efficiency and, most important of all, the occupational safety and health for personnel handling involved in the undertakings. And from Patrick, human-centered and advanced technologies and robotics are not meant to replace human beings, human labor, but to empower individuals, enabling safer, more skilled, efficient, and smarter ways of working in the workforce. And from Ray, pursue excellence by adopting human-centered innovation to create a safe, healthier, and smart tomorrow. From Antonio, human risks eliminated, nature of human work enhanced. So these are some key takeaways that we have extracted or introduced to all our panel speakers with this human in the loop in mind. And let's build a better world for the well-being of our 80 billion people on planet Earth with safe, healthy, smart, sustainable ways of living and working. Thank you. I've overrun by only 4 minutes, so that's also a marvelous achievement. Thank you very much.
フォン先生、ありがとうございました。そしてスピーカーの皆様もありがとうございました。
Thank you very much, Professor Fong and all speakers. Would you please give them a warm round of applause?
それでは盛大な拍手をお送りくださいませ。
Thank you.